हेलो, a warm welcome to my channel कंचन झा मेक्स लर्निंग ईजी। आज बहुत दिन के बाद आई हूँ एक नई टॉपिक लेके, क्योंकि इन दिनों काफ़ी सारे टॉपिक्स पे मैंने वीडियो बनाया था। आई वाज जस्ट वेटिंग कि कुछ टॉपिक के रिक्वेस्ट आए मुझे, एंड आई गॉट अ टॉपिक ऑफ केमिस्ट्री दैट इज़ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ अ केमिकल चेंज। तो उसके बारे में उस क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं केमिकल चेंज के, काफ़ी स्टूडेंट्स जानना चाहते हैं साइंस के। सो विदाउट एनी डिले आई विल स्टार्ट। सबसे पहले आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू व्हाट आर फिजिकल चेंजेस एंड व्हाट आर केमिकल चेंजेस। तो चेंज जो होती है, कोई भी चीज़ जब बदलाव लाता है या बदलाव आता है किसी भी चीज़ में, दैट आर ऑफ टू टाइप्स, दैट इज फिजिकल चेंज and chemical change. Now, this is not something emotional change or something. It all deals with chemistry. So you must be knowing I am talking about chemical. Like when any two chemicals or when any two substances, they combine with each other or they react with each other, the result is either a physical change or a chemical change. Now, physical change is that in which no new substance is formed. Like when you dissolve salt in water, there's no new substance formed, right? पानी में आपने नमक डाला है, वो नमकीन हो गया है. But at the same time, if you evaporate water, if you keep it on, boiling, if you start boiling it to such an extent that the water starts evaporating, you will see that after some time when the total water gets evaporated, there is powdery white substance left as residue in the container, and that is the salt. So first thing, no new substance is formed in a physical change, and second thing, you can get back the original substance. Okay, but now when we deal with chemical changes, it's just the opposite. New substance is formed in a chemical change and you cannot get back the original substance. Like if you boil potatoes, so a new format of that potato has been created. Now you cannot get back the raw potato. That is called a chemical change. When you put milk for curdling, what happens? The milk changes into a curd. That is a totally new substance, and you cannot get back the milk again from that curd. So this is called a chemical change. Now, the main topic for today's video is what are the characteristics of a chemical change. कैसे पता चलेगा कि chemical change हुआ है? Okay, that is, a chemical change has happened. First characteristic is the evolution of a gas. Now, it indicates that a chemical reaction is taking place. So if there is an evolution of gas, if you combine two substances, okay, by heating or generally, and if there is an evolution of gas, then you can understand that a chemical reaction has taken place and a chemical change has taken place. Now, these are basically the characteristics of chemical reactions. Okay, what I'm dealing with today in today's video, that is characteristics of chemical reactions. Sorry, I said chemical change. So a metal reacts with an acid to give out a gas called hydrogen. Okay, so if you combine magnesium plus hydrochloric acid, so magnesium chloride plus hydrogen will be formed. So whenever a gas has been released, okay, that shows that a chemical reaction has taken place. When a gas has been released, we put a arrow showing upward because the gas will go up. When potassium chlorate is heated strongly, it breaks up to produce oxygen gas along with potassium chloride. So again, this is a chemical reaction. So the first characteristic of a chemical reaction is when a gas is evolved. Number second is change in color. Okay, when you heat a substance and you see that the color has changed of that chemical or that substance, and that shows that a chemical reaction has taken place. Now, red lead oxide on heating gives out oxygen and changes chemically into yellow lead monoxide. So when it changes into yellow lead monoxide, the red color changes to yellow, and that shows that a chemical reaction has taken place. Now here in this case, there's an evolution of gas also, that is oxygen. Number 3 is change of state. State means solid, liquid or gas. So there's a change of state. The reaction between gaseous hydrogen with gaseous oxygen is a common example of change in state as a result of chemical reaction. So when the gaseous hydrogen and gaseous oxygen reacts, what is the product formed? The product formed is water, which is in a liquid state. So the state changes, and that is called the characteristic of a chemical reaction. Now, energy change or transfer of energy. So in certain chemical reactions, the form of energy is changed, or it is transferred to the products, or is released in the form of heat. So either there is an energy change, or it is transferred from the reactant to the products, or it is released in the form of heat. For example, it's photosynthesis taking place in green plants. In plants, the solar energy is changed to chemical energy and is stored in the food produced. So when the green plant prepare food, the solar energy changes into chemical energy in the form of food. So this change of energy, or you can say this transfer of energy, is a characteristic of a chemical reaction. Now, endothermic and exothermic. So these are two energy change. Endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is absorbed. For example, when nitrogen reacts with oxygen, it takes heat, and nitrous oxide, nitrogen monoxide is formed. Okay. Now, calcium carbonate, it takes heat to form calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So those reactions which need heat, okay, to produce the products, those are called endothermic reactions, and exothermic reactions are those which gives out heat while the reaction takes place. For example, carbon plus oxygen, that is carbon dioxide, and with the production of carbon dioxide, there's a release of heat. So those are exothermic reaction, and that is also a characteristic of chemical reactions. So I hope this part of characteristics of a chemical reaction is clear. If any doubt, you can text me. If you need personal guidance from me, you can comment and contact me for those, because I give personal classes, personal guidance in chemistry, maths, English, these subjects I'm giving. So if you like the video, please do like and share and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.